Hi guys! So I have a little bit of update here. Hey, so meet Cherry. This is Cherry. Cherry is the best dog ever. I mean, I checked. Seriously, she's like, So, you know all these stereotypical, yet based on reality, jokes about generations. And it's true, millennials, zoomers, boomers, we all have our own eras. Okay. And our mindsets formed accordingly. Are you comfortable? Yes, sorry, she wants to go down. Okay, and what has the most influence on kids' minds? Parents, family, teachers? Yeah, well, I'd say pop culture has its own way in our brains. What's cool and lame, romantic and not, right and wrong, we see it on the screen, we hear it in songs. I'm kind of jealous of Gen Alpha because they will spend significantly less hours in therapy trying to fix all the trauma they collected through 30 years. Hey. But I grew up in a culture of Gossip Girl and Twilight and Titanic, even, sorry, 12-year-old me. Or Romeo and Juliet, my favorite story and movie when I was 12. I mean, young Leo. Literally masterpiece. A bestseller hit that's been around for generations, teaching us that you should kill yourself for someone you've known for like 2.5 days and spend less than a whole day together. And if you feel anything less for your nice and caring boyfriend, it's not true love. Keep searching. Come on. So let's talk about all those toxic patterns that didn't allow us to have healthy and happy relationships and that we proudly drag through our lives and still unlearning. So this should have been one video, but there are so many patterns and so many examples of those patterns that I decided not to bore you with one long video and to bore you with 2 shorter ones. This part will be about love life, or I'd say not so romantic patterns that kept leading us to loneliness and misery. And I'm leaving toxic work environments and so-called friendships and other stereotypes to the next video. I hope I'll prepare it in a week from now, so don't miss. Okay, let's go. Love and romance. What can be better? A lot of stuff actually. But 90s and early 2000s taught us well. You're nothing if you don't have a boyfriend or a love interest who doesn't feel the same yet. Or you're a love interest to someone who will save you and change your life and make you happy. Don't get me wrong, you might be an interesting, cool person, yet
being alone sucks!
Okay, jump with me into this rabbit hole of lessons we need to unlearn. One of the most beloved patterns is on again, off again couples because they're so meant to be. I mean, I love Friends, but Ross and Rachel is basically a bright example of those. Dan and Serena, Chuck and Blair, Karen, Mr. Big, basically any couple from any TV show you could recall from 90s and early 2000s. And we love these stories because they make us feel safe and because someone or something has already taken care of us. And somewhere out there, there's a perfect person who is meant just for us. See, you don't need to worry about it. It's already been taken care of. And as a bonus, once you find the perfect person, you won't need to work on the relationship because you're perfect for each other. You understand each other without words. And who need words? Words are so not romantic. You may even find another person perfect for a healthy relationship, but the idea of meant to be is so much more attractive. This show taught us that you can't just go through life without the special story. And if you don't have that special someone who you're thinking about all the time, you're not that interesting and you're not special and your life is not important. Except that you are, but not according to these shows. And preferably this special someone should be emotionally unavailable, which leads us to the second lesson to unlearn. Unrequited love. No, isn't that romantic? No, it's not. They don't notice you or see you just as a friend, but they just don't get it yet. They definitely will, though most probably they won't. It's always a person who's emotionally or physically unavailable. But what can you do? They are the one. Oh, I can't, it's just, sorry, it's too sunny. Summer's here, and you just need to open their eyes and show that you're worthy of them. I can't believe they've been selling us this for so long. The real question though is why we kept buying it. I guess because being happy is hard, and I guess because you believe that you suffer for a good cause, which means you're good and you deserve praise and validation. But you know what? You deserve validation without suffering. What? To sum up, it's unusual at first, but like with any other habit, it'll get easier to be happy with people who don't need you to suffer for them. I loved Vampire Diaries. I loved Vampire Diaries, and I can tell that you guys too, because it's been 16 years since the show premiered, and it still pops up in my shorts and reels feed up till now. And it was a good show for its category. First 3 seasons at least. They should have stopped there, if you ask me, but they made 5 more seasons, or even 6 more seasons, and a couple of spin-offs, and earned a lot of money. But it's not the topic of this video. So I was Team Damon, as most of you, I assume, from the shorts, because he's so dangerous and hot and mysterious and emotionally unavailable. And Elena can fix him. No, really, she can. And only she can do it because she's so special. And you associate yourself with the main character, which makes you special as well. And Stefan, on the other hand, is just nice and caring. I mean, what does she even see in him? The truth is that Elena knew that safe and stability rocks, but bad brother glory won. I remember I watched some episodes much later in life, and I was really truly happy for myself because I was 100% Team Stefan. And don't even get me started on Klaus. I mean, stop romanticizing killers and abusers. Oh, there's someone is going there. God. Okay, so same goes for Team Edward and Jacob, Conrad and Jeremiah. The latest is kind of not the same, but actually it is. 50 Shades of Grey, same story. These movies and TV series teach us that it's okay to be mature and let other person deal with all the heavy lifting, emotional heavy lifting, because those who need to be fixed just don't know how to be normal. And so they kind of allowed to burst out with anger or be unreasonable, and it's your job to be wiser and smarter and set an example. So this other people's behavior is not your responsibility. Rory didn't have to fix Jess, Veronica didn't have to clean up after Logan, Phoebe didn't have to forgive and justify Cole. It's not healthy, not healthy, not healthy, not healthy, so not healthy, surprisingly healthy. Love is about taking care of you, jealousy is about taking control over you. A little jealous is okay, I guess, but don't confuse jealousy with possessiveness, really not the same thing. It's usually a story of a genius, or just a smart guy, or superhero, or a superhero who is a genius or a smart guy, and most probably, guess what? Emotionally unavailable. And you are smart and pretty and funny, the whole package, but you don't know it yet, at least the pretty part. And you're there for him because he needs you, and you help him save the world or rule the company or a country. Iron Man had Pepper, Sheldon had Amy, Harvey had Donna, this Sherlock had Joanne. This list can go on and on. I guess you could call it a codependency in a way. Genius needs a muse, and for someone to do everything that he needs and the way that he needs it to be done, and muse needs validation. I mean, sorry for feminist examples, but I didn't shut these movies. I didn't create those stories. It is how it is. So there is more to this partners, of course, like normalizing cheating or being a power couple. But I think you've got the idea. Interesting to observe, though, how with time, social changes reflect like in a series of movies or in a TV show. Remember how Twilight Saga started? Bella didn't want to live without Edward. And then, when women finally were allowed to be personalities, Bella became strong and independent. Well, vampire, but still strong and independent personality. Or Gwyneth Paltrow character, Pepper. She was a personal assistant and like muse and praiser to the main character. And then she became a CEO and ruled the whole company. I agree that sometimes it's too educational and we lose the sustained side of art itself, but still, it kind of worth it. So, to everyone who thinks that there is lame to use pop culture as a tool of setting an example, think about all these lonely and miserable people who are that way because they just loved watching TV. Hey, maybe we shouldn't watch TV? Nah, it can be that. Hey, don't miss my next video. It'll be like this one, only about toxic partners at work and friendship. Subscribe, maybe not lose my channel. Relationships. When I go now. Sherry, come here. Sherry. Okay.